Hello guys, I'm Rocky from evidyarthi.in and I'm your today's tutor on giving the tips how to learn English. In this session, I'll be giving you some of the common and important tips regarding learning English. So follow me up. Number one tip is train yourself to think in English. My dear viewers, I just want to tell you is this. First and foremost thing which we should do while learning in English is that we should train our brain to think in English. I know some of you viewers might be thinking that we want to learn English and the video is in English too. But I'm sorry, I don't know about your native language, so I will be giving you tips in English language only. I'll try my level best that you should understand each and everything whatever I am saying over here. So, number one tip which I have given you is train your brain in English. Okay, that means train yourself to think in English. Until and unless you won't train your brain to think in English, you won't speak English very appropriately. So, this is the foremost and important thing you should do while starting your English learning skills. Okay. Second point, improve grammar gradually. Yes, this is the base of English learning. Until and unless you won't prepare the base, the building won't stand up. Okay? So, you need to improve your grammar gradually and very slowly. In grammar, you need to know about the parts of speech. That means noun, pronoun, adjectives, verbs. Until and unless you won't be knowing about the parts of speech, you won't put the words together correctly. So, after learning the part of speech, you will be able to put the words together so that while you are speaking, you speak very correctly. Second point, use proper word together. Third point, punctuate sentences properly. Whenever you are speaking something, if it is a question mark, then you should punctuate that sentence with a question mark. If you are giving an exclamatory expression, then you should know where to put that exclamatory mark. Okay, so in English, it is very important to punctuate the sentences properly by having a comma, by giving a full stop, by giving the exclamatory mark, by giving the question mark. Okay, so that it is very easy for you and for others to understand it. Next one, read variety of material. Yes, it is very important. You should read variety of material to learn English grammar. Okay. If you have learned the basics about noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, but you are not able to correlate those things with your daily life conversation, then there is the waste of grammar learning. So, to not waste your grammar learning, you should read a lot of variety of materials available with you in the form of newspapers, magazines, novels, books, English books. Okay, so if you are reading those kind of materials, that means English books, magazines, whatever the kind of it, I'm sure half of the grammar would be completed over there, because over there you will be knowing how and where to put the words, how and where to put the punctuation mark. Okay, now pay attention to how others speak. Yes, this is also very important. If you want to learn English and if you have the curiosity of learning English, you should pay attention on the person who are speaking in English. If somebody is speaking in English and you don't know about English very much, then you should pay attention on that person speak, how he is speaking in English. So you can also copy and paste those things to your vocabulary, to to your learning, and then it will be good for you. Coming to the next, speak a little English every day. Yes, you should speak a little English every day, whether you know or don't know. Just speak English every day, a little bit of it every day, with your colleagues, with your family members, with your relatives, anyone around you. You should speak English, a little bit of it every day. You should make it a habit. Work on your pronunciation. It is very important. If you have learnt English, if you know grammar portion, but you do not know about the pronunciation of the words, then also it is a waste. You should know the pronunciation of the words correctly. Until and unless you won't know the correct pronunciation of the word, the other person won't understand your language nicely or correctly. He may misinterpret your sentence. Okay, so pronunciation is very important. The things you should do to know the pronunciation or to improve the pronunciation is break the word into pieces. If you do not know the pronunciation of a particular word, then you should break the word into pieces and then pronounce it. I'm sure, definitely, that if you will do this kind of practice every day with certain words, you'll come up with the correct pronunciation of that specific word. Okay, second thing, focus on listening. Yes, to have correct pronunciation of the words, to pronounce very much correctly, listening is very important, because things you listen up, the same you pronounce. Okay? The things you listen up, the same you will pronounce. So, you should focus on listening. You should listen to English videos. You should listen to English news channels. You should listen to English radio shows. You should listen to English TV serials. But you should have a focused listening power so that you can pronounce the same pronunciation. Okay, coming to the next one, transcribe videos. That means record voice reading your transcription, record voice reading your transcription, and then compare your pronunciation with theirs. See, if you have listened to some of the English videos, then do transcribe your listening. Please do write your listening things in a notepad. Okay? Then read the things you have written on the notepad and record your voice. After recording your voice, do match your voice with the voice you have listened before, and then match the pronunciation of your voice and the original voice from where you have listened. You will feel that where you have been lagged in the pronunciation, and this is the way you will improve your pronunciation very nicely and appropriately, and hence correctly also. Talk to yourself. Some of us feel very embarrassed speaking English in front of our friends, relatives, colleagues, office mates, job mates. But my dear friends, there is no need of embarrassing. I know you feel shy because you do not know English properly. You do not know how to speak English properly. Then mirror is your friend. Go to mirror and speak whatever you want to in English. In mirror, you will be seeing your expressions, how you speak and how you look. That will also improve your pronunciation. Okay? Coming to the next step, expand your vocabulary and use idiomatic phrases. So, expand your vocabulary. How you will expand your vocabulary? You will be expanding your vocabulary via reading magazines, reading English books, reading English newspapers. While reading English magazines, newspapers or comics, you might have found sometimes a difficulty in understanding some of the words. So please do mark those words with your pen and have a dictionary with you aside. If you have problem in some of the word meaning, then open up the dictionary and see the meaning of that particular word. In this case, you will be increasing your vocabulary and your English learning skills too. So expand your vocabulary. Coming to the next point, improving your writing, reading and listening skills. You should improve your writing, reading and English skills via listening to the English radio or podcast, watch English movies and TV shows, read an English book, newspapers and magazines. So these are some of the ways from which you can improve your writing, reading and listening skills. Okay, coming to the next point, carry a dictionary. See my viewers, if you are in a process of learning English, then you should have a habit of carrying a pocket dictionary with you, so that while traveling or while moving somewhere or the other, if you found a certain word of which you do not know the meaning, then your pocket dictionary will help you in finding the meaning of that particular word. So you should have a habit of carrying a pocket dictionary with you. Next point, attend an English class or discussion group. Yes, this is very, very important while you are in a process of English learning, because the times you will discuss in English with your discussion group, the more skills will be generated in you of English learning. Okay, so if you are taking any burning topic going on and if you are discussing that topic with your discussion group, with your family members, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your close friends, anybody, if you are discussing that topic and that too in English, it will be very much good for you, because it will be a habit of yours to discussing those topics in English every day. Because discussing something in English makes your vocabulary and your fluency very appropriate and very correct. Okay? Next, play word games like Scrabble. You should play word games like Scrabble, as because in this game you will be increasing your vocabulary of words. Even if you are on the lost side, then also you will be learning some of the good words from the person who is winner. And next day you will be having the curiosity to win, and that curiosity will lend you up in learning more English words. Okay? Coming to the next point, start writing diary in English every day before going to sleep. See, you are in an office, you are a student or you are a teacher, whatever you are a businessman, and you do have certain amount of work the whole day. So while going to sleep, you should have a habit of writing each and everything you had in your day in English into a diary. So you should maintain a diary in which each and everything of your day should be written in English. Okay? Coming to the next thing, translate non-English text. See, I don't know about your native language. I don't know where you are living, but if you are having a curiosity of learning English, then whatever text excluding English you are reading, then translate your particular text in whichever language to English. Do have a habit of translating your native text, native language text, or whatever text you are having with in English, so that it will be improve your English in a good manner. Fine. Next thing and the last thing, be confident. See, whatever tips I have given over here, if you are following these tips very, very strictly, then I am 100% sure you will be learning English very correctly and very nicely. So be confident on whatever you have learned and do follow the tips. Do follow the tips very strictly. All the best to you, and it's me Rakhi saying you all goodbye.